What is going on? We got something extra special here for you today. This is the LiveWire S2 Mulholland. Let's take a look. Let's go over a few of the specs really quick. So this bike has a stripped down FXR inspired look. As you can see, they strayed away from the visible gas tank. There is obviously no gas tank on here because it doesn't have fuel. It's fully electric. Looks like the bike sits a little bit taller. You've got higher suspension up front. All of the fenders that are on here, which there aren't a lot, are made from cap hemp rather than petroleum-based plastics. This bike has 184 foot-pounds of torque. You got a 19-inch front wheel with a 120 tire on it and a 17-inch rear wheel with a 180 tire on it. The seat kind of looks like something that's inspired from a dual sport or dirt bike. You've got these MX style pegs on here. The headlight looks like it's similar to the headlight that's on a Breakout, but overall I'd say the bike looks pretty stylish. But let's see what it feels like on the road. Let's take a real quick look at what we get here in the display. Looks like you got traction control. I can see that right there. I'm pretty sure you're going to get every rider aid with this motorcycle. All right, you use this button right here to jump into the menu. Looks like you got navigation. You got music. You've also got information about the motorcycle right there. And then you got your settings. In the settings, you got general, ride customization, appearance as far as how the screen would work, Bluetooth, phone notifications, and then where you would update your software. Under ride customization, you've got road mode, sport mode, rain mode, eco and range mode, as well as a custom A and a custom B. If you jump in appearance, you just got your screen brightness. You can set it to auto or you can manually adjust the brightness. Under general, you got your trip reset. You can adjust the date. You got the LiveWire app sync, adjust your clock format, units, change your pin security, as well as a few other options. And then you're back to the home screen. Now to start the bike, all you do is flick it down, have your kickstand up, and you press this button. So the bike is now running. Looks like it has 8 miles on it and it's at 100% charge. Your mode button is located right up top here. We're gonna start off in rain mode. We're gonna go for a little short ride here. We'll try to get through all of the modes and I'll let you know my initial impressions on how this bike rides. So let's go. It is so loud. This motorcycle has one heck of an exhaust on it. That's a joke. All right, it feels really nimble. The seat, while being very minimalistic at this point, just from sitting down immediately, it does feel quite comfortable. This bike kind of feels like it has a much shorter wheelbase. Well, let's get out of here. All right, rain mode feels similar to what rain mode feels like on the Del Mar. It's very toned down. It's reducing the input that's coming from your throttle to the motor of the motorcycle. But if you really want to roll on it, you do feel that power and performance. It's more toned down when you're at a dead stop, rolling onto the throttle. So rain mode, I feel like is a perfect option for if it's physically raining, or if you're a newer rider trying to get comfortable with the power and performance that these electric bikes put out. So I'm gonna jump on into eco mode, which I could instantly tell when I switched into eco mode. The regenerative braking kicked in immediately. I think eco mode's gonna give you a longer life out of your battery by having that regenerative braking. When you roll off the throttle, it kind of recharges the battery a little bit. Let's see what eco mode feels like here. Whoa. Eco mode definitely has some power, and when you roll off the throttle, the engine braking is quite substantial, especially compared to rain mode. But I do like eco mode. It does feel good. You're getting plenty of performance out of the motorcycle, and you're getting that longer life out of the battery because it's recharging every time you roll off the throttle. Yeah, eco mode feels nice. The bike feels really nimble around these corners. I will give it that. It's definitely a different feel than how the Del Mar feels and the LiveWire 1. I know it looks similar to a Del Mar, but it's definitely a different riding experience. All these bikes feel completely different. All right, we're gonna jump into road mode now. As soon as I hit road mode, I felt that braking, that engine braking, it cut out. It didn't do the engine braking like it was in eco mode. All right, so road mode, oh my goodness. Road mode has plenty of torque. These bikes are extremely torquey, extremely fast. The only thing I'm wishing right now is that we had more lower lumbar support out of this baby. Because when you're rolling on the throttle, there's a slight little hump on that seat that's locking you in place, but it's not doing too much. I feel like if you roll on too much, you're gonna slide off that seat. But the seat does feel grippy, and it feels like it's kind of locking me in here quite a bit. All right, we're gonna turn around, circle back, get some pictures up here at the Speedway of the motorcycle. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna bust a U-turn, but let's go ahead and jump into sport mode and see what sport mode has to offer. We're going at about 10 miles per hour. I'm gonna roll on about a quarter turn. Oh my God! Woo! A quarter turn of throttle does that? Oh my goodness. This bike is quick. I will give it that. It is extremely quick. And if you're not used to that performance, you can definitely get into some, oh my goodness. I'd say if you're in sport mode and you're gonna roll on throttle, lean in before you hit it. You wanna lean into it a little bit. Like, get low, lean into the bike, because that is a performance that you will not even feel out of something like a sport bike. The performance coming out of there is insane. It is, golly. Oh my goodness. It has plenty of torque, but it's sticking to the road. That is one torquey motorcycle. Oh my goodness. And because of how fun it is, you don't even miss the shifting of gears or the engine revving or that loud exhaust going out the bike. I'm not missing any of that. This bike is giving me kind of a dirt tracker feel, like I'm a race rider. I love it. Oh my. Yeah, this bike has an insane amount of torque and performance that's coming out of it. And you got all those rider aids to help you keep the wheel down, to help with slippage, to help it stick to the road. LiveWire, you did an amazing job on the Mulholland. An amazing job. Oh my goodness. This bike is quick. It is so quick. I feel like sport mode is a mode you'd want to go in if you're like out on back roads or at the track or somewhere where there's not a lot of traffic going on. Otherwise, you may want to just be riding in eco mode. That way you're going to get the most out of your battery life, as well as get that engine braking. So when you roll off throttle, it feels more like a traditional motorcycle. You roll off and it starts the engine brake, which I do like that. I do like the eco mode. It feels the most like a traditional motorcycle. But the funnest mode is definitely sport mode. It is definitely sport mode, hands down. All right. So we didn't even talk about the suspension at all. We're going to actually go over here. I'm going to show y'all how this baby handles slow speed maneuvering. When it comes to the suspension, it's definitely a solid suspension. You can feel it. You're not feeling a lot of those road imperfections, but it does feel sporty and firm. The bike is extremely responsive as far as how nimble it is. As you can see, you can do some slow speed maneuvering. The bike feels really light. It really does feel light. It is a light feeling motorcycle, and overall I absolutely love this short ride on this baby. I'd love to spend a little bit more time on it, which I'm sure I will get that opportunity throughout the year. We're going to go back here and get some photos of the motorcycle. There's a place up here I feel like photos of this bike would be a lot better. This thing has 184 foot-pounds of torque. And you could definitely feel every bit of that performance. My goodness. This is one quick motorcycle. Sometimes it takes a little bit getting used to the fact that there's no sound coming out of here. You just get that sound, which at least there's something, and you can hear it while riding. You can hear that electric motor. Comment down below, what do y'all think of the Mulholland? LiveWire is definitely creating some game-changing motorcycles in the electric motorcycle market. First, they had the LiveWire 1. Then they came out with the Del Mar, which up until riding this bike was my favorite LiveWire. The Del Mar is a blast to ride. But this Mulholland may have just taken the crown. It may have taken the crown. All right. What we're going to do now is get a couple photos of the bike, and then we'll be done. All right, this is an amazing spot for photos of the motorcycle. Let's take one more look at the new 2024 LiveWire Mulholland. That's a stylish motorcycle. And from that short ride, it's a blast to ride. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Like, comment down below. Come out and demo this motorcycle if you're in the area. It's something you definitely want to experience. If you're interested in this bike, contact us at the number listed below. But we will see you in the next one.